beginning of each new year, many people think about making resolutions to improve their lives. Many people who try to keep their resolutions fail. However, fear causes many people to quit before they even try for achievement. Others are terrified of success, while others are terrified for failure. Whatever the cause of the fear, it paralyzes too many people and keeps them from attaining what they want and are capable of. Never trying is the only way to guarantee failure. Don't allow fear to prevent you from starting your hustle this year. Luckily for you, Manna member, here are 10 strategies for overcoming your fears and making this year the one where nothing stops you. Let's dive headfirst into that list. Number 1, identify your fears. It is similar to learning to solve any other kind of difficulty in that you have to recognize the obstacle before you can go over it while learning how to overcome fear. What terrifies you exactly? Observe your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations while you sit quietly for a while. As much detail as you can muster while writing down what arises. For more insight into your motivations, think about starting a daily mindfulness meditation practice. You will feel more confident facing your concerns as you discover your core. Number 2, acknowledge that fear can be used to your benefit. Our emotions serve as a form of communication. Your spirit is trying to communicate with you when you experience fear, so pay attention. If you experience overwhelming stress or are distracted by a mild but persistent anxiety, you probably have a repressed fear that requires your attention. Learning into your anxieties is necessary for overcoming fear rather than avoiding it. Consider the dread as knowledge rather than as a danger for your survival. Anxiety cannot ruin your life if you learn to use it to your benefit. When you conquer fear, it turns into your ally and a valuable source of direction for realizing your greatest potential. Number 3, sit with your fear. Both action and introspection have their place in the world. Acting hastily to get over your anxiety can result in actions that cause more harm than good, including grabbing for a drink, indulging in comfort food, or even suppressing the emotion totally. Do nothing the next time you experience fear. Spend a few minutes facing your fear. Do some reflection. The main reason why. Does uncertainty frighten people? Worry about failing? What excuse to use for not being able to conquer this fear? In order to overcome fear in a way that is beneficial, thoughtful, and successful, it might be very helpful to take a minute to contemplate. Number 4, set must objectives for yourself. Uninspired or distant goals we establish for ourselves frequently obstruct the process of conquering fear. Turn this around by asking yourself what your ideal and deserving existence would be like. Do you actively pursue it? Or is it merely a someday maybe plan? Is it a goal you can achieve and one you are ready to commit to? Finding out if you are settling a compelling goal is the first step in getting over your anxiety. Will you feel content if you succeed in doing this? On the other hand, will you be lost if you are unable to achieve this? Focus on your objective more. What do you want to happen? Is it an increase in money in the bank or financial growth? Perhaps you long for the freedom to travel wherever and whenever you like. Think about how your life will change if you don't get this result and contrast it with how your life will change if you do. When you believe that achieving your objective is crucial, the fear of giving up overwhelms the fear of failing, and you are motivated to take action. Number 5, identify the excuses. You put off doing things out of fear. I'm exhausted. I must complete other tasks. These justifications undoubtedly seem familiar, don't they? It is a terrible concept anyway. Most likely you have spoken these words aloud to yourself. Consider this. Are these claims true? Or are you just making them up to get out of a difficult situation? Making excuses is a lot easier and less uncomfortable than putting in the long hours and energy it would take to work toward your goal. But making excuses and refusing to do something will ultimately leave you feeling empty. You must adopt a new, proactive strategy if you want to learn how to overcome fear. Determine how to overcome your excuses when you are aware that you are doing so. Is it possible that you are too worn out? To get a better night's sleep, change your timetable. Insufficient time? Determine where you can find time by evaluating your priorities. And the next time an excuse presents itself, choose not to listen to the inner voice that is trying to stop you because it won't ultimately further your growth. Number 6, set yourself up for success. The law of attraction, or the notion that, in essence, you become the people you surround yourself with, is what Tony refers to when he states that proximity equals power. Tony says it this way: whatever you hold in your mind on a consistent basis is exactly what you will experience in your life. If you have recognized all your excuses and changed your shoulds into musts, but you are still unsure of how to overcome fear and achieve your goals, it's time to look at your focus. Others who are focused on getting over their fears and realizing their goals surround themselves with like-minded people. These are the people you should look up to because they will encourage you to accomplish your objectives. You must elevate your standards and give others the authority to hold you accountable if you want to overcome fear. Number 7, adopt a growth mindset. You typically remain in one spot when you are terrified. What if you make a mistake? What if you fail? As a result of your fear, you begin to feel as though you are incapable of moving forward at all. Adopting a development mindset is one of the most effective strategies for overcoming anxiety and fear. It's not about accomplishing your objectives and being flawless at every turn. Stop aiming for perfection since no one is ever flawless all the time. The cornerstone of a growth mindset is learning to be at ease with what you don't know and moving on nevertheless. As you struggle to conquer fear, you will learn that there will be lots of trials and tribulations along the way. And as Tony says, no matter how many mistakes you make or how sluggish your progress, you are still miles ahead of everyone who is not trying. You'll be one step closer to realizing your goals as soon as you acknowledge that growth and change are necessary steps on the road to success. Number 8, leverage pain to gain insight. Nobody enjoys experiencing pain. For the most part, we go to tremendous measures to avoid it. However, suffering can teach us a lot. The ability to turn painful experience into chances for progress depends on your ability to accept that your life and your efforts to reach your goals will occasionally be painful. Pain loses its potency and turns into another weapon for overcoming fear when you stop seeing it as a danger to your survival. Life is difficult for everyone. It doesn't matter if your failures were personal or professional. What counts is what you learned from them and how you will use it to better yourself in the future. Make a conscious decision to learn from those difficult events so that you may take charge of your own life rather than having a fear of uncertainty resulting from your prior experiences dominating your actions. Number 9, draw out your goals. You have put in the mental effort to pinpoint the actual causes of your self-imposed limitations and to list your top priorities. But in order for these habits to result in actual action, you must consistently exercise them in order to overcome fear. Goal visualization is one of these methods, according to Tony. Identify your problems, but dedicate your power and energy to solutions. Some of the most successful actors, athletes, and business people, including Carly Lloyd of women's soccer and Michael Phelps, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Will Smith, among others, use it. Your focus is brought to bear by goal visualization, and focus attracts energy. Priming, meditation, or imagery practice are all examples of it. It's crucial that you believe in your ability to achieve your objective and are totally committed to it. As a crucial first step in overcoming fear, you will train your brain to think that everything is possible. Number 10, accept that you will fail. What fear does everyone have the most when it comes to achieving their objectives? A failure will occur. But failure can teach us, just like suffering. In fact, failing is frequently a better teacher than succeeding. You will be less terrified of failure if you acknowledge it early on and understand that it is an unavoidable component of success. Your future tactics will benefit from the significant lessons you gain from failure. Everyone is unsuccessful. Business owners who are successful, world leaders, prominent cooks, artists, scientists, and medical professionals. Our culture avoids discussing failure in favor of celebrating accomplishments, giving the mistaken idea that you must never fail in order to be truly successful. But part of conquering fear is realizing that everyone on the earth, including those you know and admire, has experienced failure on their way to success. You will be able to embrace the risk of failing and move on more quickly once you know that your fear of failure is keeping you from deciding to pursue your aspirations. What differentiates you from the rest of the herd is how you handle fear. Unleashing the power within will teach you how to face your fears and unleash your inner strength, allowing you to break through your own barriers. And that's it for this video, Manna member. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we have delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work you put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you will start to see results. See you soon.